Ah, yeah, some good water. And hello, everybody. Now, as a redemption from last time, I took care that this video is a little bit longer than 2 minutes. Got all my footage saved. I double checked all the settings, and usually I don't have any problems with recording footage with my webcam other than trying to find a good angle or with the lighting or also with the sharpness and the contrast of the video. So all in all, filming with the webcam has less hiccups than, well, the last time I tried to film or to record my Photoshop window. If you watched my last video, you know what I am talking about. So anyway, to this video, I was thinking about making a draw with me video out of this. These are my videos where I just draw, I film in real time, and I just talk while I'm drawing. But I preferred to just concentrate on my drawing, just have my headphones on, listen to some music or podcasts, and just draw. And like I am doing now, make a voiceover later on. This is a drawing I did a few days ago, or more like 2 or 3 weeks. And I thought that I would make a video out of the texturing part, but I just didn't know when I would do it, and today was the day I did it. So my approach for the drawing, you can see here, was doing something with anatomy and also trying to be inspired by real anatomy, but doing it in a fantasy vibe. I do a lot of anatomy drawings. I have also done some medical drawings, and I love drawing bones and stuff. But I've noticed when I work with a reference, sometimes I get too caught up in the anatomy part that I forget the fun drawing or the fun art part. So I try to loosen up a little bit again in that direction, to leave the medical anatomy part behind and make it more of an artsy anatomy part. So what I did before drawing, I looked at some real horse skulls, and got inspired by their anatomy. But after that, I closed my references and I drew without any reference. So this is all from what's stuck in my head. So it's a fantasy beast skull inspired by a horse head, and then just plain human anatomy. You can see the neck, the shoulders, the claviculas, how do you call? Well, you can see for yourself what's on the picture. And because I wanted to focus myself on the shoulders and the neck and the head, I just decided to let it slowly break up as it went down to the bust. So yeah, this is just some fun drawing and some fun texturing. I do this quite slowly, and sometimes I'm also not very sure if what I'm putting down is good. But I think simply doing it and trying it and see what comes out of it is the best way to learn. So I will do this one, and then I do it another time, and each time I will have learned something more. I train my muscle memory, how I hold my pen, how my pen affects the paper, and so on and so forth. So all in all, it's always good to just draw. One thing I wanted to mention, because I was thinking, or I was remembering it while I was drawing, in this video you see me turn around the paper a little bit. Hopefully I can edit it so that you don't get a headache or get a little bit of an iffy tummy because of so much turning the paper. But one thing I got, teachers told me while I was in art school, was that you should not turn your paper around. You should be drawing your drawing and not turn the paper. you turn your hand, your pen, your wrist, whatever, but not the paper. And in one way, I understand the idea of trying to learn to move what is necessary, or to maybe have a better all-over look of your creation and what you're doing by holding the paper still and always having the same view of what you're doing. But then again, when you work in something like ink, turning your paper is your friend. So that rule that I was taught in the beginning of that it's not good to turn your paper, it develops into a disadvantage. So at the beginning it's a teaching tool, but which you have to slowly drop, because it's just how your body is capable of moving, how your wrist makes a certain style of line. And if you want to be at ease with your wrist, it's easier to turn the paper and just use your natural movement that you have than to try and force your hand into something that is a little bit more difficult. I mean, it's nice if you can do it, but you don't always have to do it. It is, I think, your deliberate choice when to turn the paper and when to not turn the paper. So if, for example, you are in art school and you have a teacher telling you not to turn the paper, try it out. If it's not for you, there's no shame in turning the paper. Just do it. In the end of this drawing, I had a, can you call it a strike of fancy? I don't know how to call it, but I just thought it would be nice to add a little bit of color, but I did not know how, since I wanted this to be a black and white painting from the start. And then I just thought, yeah, maybe a little circle in the back, just to make the drawing a little bit pop out more. So I took my circle making tool. Let me just quickly look that up in English, how you call that. Oh, you just call it a circle? Okay, well, that was easy. If that's wrong, please tell me in the commentaries. Anyway, I did it. I just added a circle and filled that in with red because I wanted to keep on drawing a little bit more, and I wanted to have this touch of color in there just for fun, no specific reason. And you might notice that I made a mistake there when you see the finished picture, because there is one part of the jawbone where you can see through, like in the jawbone where it connects to the skull, the upper skull. There is a little hole which I did not shade in, and I think you should be able to either see just black from the shadow from the vertebrae that are behind it, or see the red from the circle that is behind it. So I'm just gonna choose and add the red behind it after I filmed this video. So just know I've noticed it, but it is a mistake on my part. I had to look twice to notice that I forgot a little piece. That's how life goes. Anyway, I thank you for watching. I hope you got a little bit inspired to grab a pen and draw something yourself. Take out the stress. Just do some stuff for fun sometimes. And maybe I will see you next time. Bye!